Alright, Lauren Roth, car number 39, is going to lead the field down to what could be the final restart of the day. Oh, someone's engine was misfiring there. I'd say it was Tom Delgado's if he wasn't making the move on Ross Peterson, so I'm gonna assume it was either Navarro's or maybe even Dan Klezel's. And that's certainly not good news to have as, because I had that too, and it really did sound like someone having some kind of problem in the restart. Danny Savin moving into the third position. Paul Lyons is taking second from Ricky Navarro. Ross Peterson in the back was way off into the grass. Saved it, brought it back on the course though. Savin not able to take third from Ricky Navarro. Behind him, Todd Wlodarczyk taking away the fifth position from Dan Klezel in the 62, who is going in reverse right now. Klezel having to worry about Johnny Ada, the Daytona winner, slipping in here, and then Joseph Howard and Lewis Kingston running in the top 10. Lewis Kingston, that boy is absolutely on fire lately. The 84 car has been, overall in the past couple of weeks, has been the fastest car in the garage. Danny Savin looked like he gave Navarro the old boot in the turn. Coming into the S-curve, he's not going to try anything here. Todd Wlodarczyk really slides through. Johnny Ada looked like a Midwestern dirt car through there. I see Ryan Araki running back there with Tom Delgado. Both cars looking for top 10 runs. Excellent Karjala runs for them. Savin trying to catch on Ricky Navarro, but it looks like Savin's car just doesn't have the power Navarro does. Looks like Navarro has a little bit on Savin as far as the engine goes. It looks like that to me too. Right here in the front straightaway, Navarro is pulling away from Savin. Oh, Roderick is off! Contact with Marcus Leonard, we're being told. Leonard Roderick has been having some problems with his car all day. As you see, the 84, 32, and 47 cars, that's Kingston, Noraki, and Peterson all hit the pits. But as I was saying about Leonard Roderick, it looked like he had contact with Marcus Leonard before we changed cameras. Back up front, Lauren Roth in the Hewlett-Packard car, beginning to pull away from Paul Lyons. Lauren Roth has never won one of these road circuits. In fact, he's really only won races on the larger tracks. He does have a couple short track wins, but you know, people could argue that he didn't really deserve them. However, he did have a very good shot at winning Carbondale, and I think he proved some short track prowess in that run there. Of course, Palmer Styles won that race in Carbondale. Paul Lyons in second has not really had the year that everyone was expecting him to have last year. Last year, Lyons was chronically slow and just wasn't like the Paul Lyons you saw in his rookie season. Won a race, but still Alexis Rainsford defeated him for the Rookie of the Year title through consistency and a string of second-place finishes. Rainsford had more top fives than Lyons. There's Tony Durbin, and you saw Alexis Rainsford all the way in the back there. Tony Durbin, for all you Tony Durbin fans, and I know there's a lot of you out there, he's running in 18th right now, but Tony Durbin is going to rely on fuel strategy, and Lauren Roth brings it into the pits. Yes, the fuel cell here is not very big as Johnny Ada comes in. The fuel cell is only big enough for about 3 or 4 laps this season. I'm not sure what they'll do about it next year. That has been one of the curveballs this year, is everybody's been having to pit a lot, but there's some cars out there that haven't even changed tires yet. Just shows how good the Michelin tires are. Oh, definitely the Michelin tires were so good this year that everybody in the field beat Julian Osova's old track record with those old good years. So I think the tires have definitely made a difference. Looking back from Paul Lyons' car at Ricky Navarro, the 03 car, we're on board the 21, and he is beginning to stretch it out on Navarro, and Navarro may be losing a bit of ground to that 91 of Danny Savin and Todd Wlodarczyk in the 37. I'm eager to see what Lewis Kingston, Ryan Noraki, and Ross Peterson all did, though I think Kingston and Peterson both took tires and Noraki didn't. I'm going to see how that plays out. I'm gonna see if tires were the way to go. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, Rocky took tires. Kingston and Peterson didn't. We'll have to see how that plays out. I'm sorry. Paul Lyons continues to stretch it out. It looks like he's gaining a lot on Navarro. And see if he will pit this time by. I think he will. I have a feeling everybody else is going to have to stop right now, or they're not going to have that shot. I am tempted to say... Yeah, Lyons. Whoa, the car looks sideways. Lyons brings it in. Navarro is coming in. Oh, Navarro. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! Ricky. Oh! Pile up in the pits. Oh, Dan Klezel. Howard. Oh. Here's what the pit camera saw. And Navarro just ran into the back of Lyons. Right before the pit line. What kind of driving is that? Goodness me. Unbelievable. Joe Rodriguez even runs into Paul Lyons, although I have a feeling that was with some of the scrap metal hanging off of that car. That, I think, just gave Lorne Roth the race, because if some of that idiocy wouldn't have happened in the pit lane, I'm pretty sure Paul Lyons could have mounted a charge on him, or at least have gotten out in time to race Roth competitively, but no. Navarro had to be a complete idiot about it. Well, there's Lewis Kingston in the 84, who is in second place, and Ross Peterson behind him. And as you said, Kingston and Peterson pitted earlier and didn't take tires. And that appears to be working. Tom Delgado and Johnny Ada both pitted already. And then Navarro will be in sixth. I smell a very big penalty coming for Ricky Navarro for that. That was absolutely unnecessary. At least I hope he gets a penalty. And a very big one at that, because he does not deserve the top 10 finish he is almost certain to get. Paul Lyons is way back in the field now. He's going to have to do a lot of repairs. Ryan Araki is running in 7th. So changing tires does not appear to have been the way to go. Well, I gotta give Noraki credit. At least he tried something, and he's gonna get his, I think, his best career Karjala finish ever in only his second attempt. Tom Delgado also will get, I think, his career best finish, unless I think he may have done better at New York. Either way, it'll be his second top 5 of the year, driving for this MRD team, albeit he'll have actually showed some prowess in this race. Whereas in New York, he just kind of avoided a wreck. Lewis Kingston. Right there, you're looking at him from the helicopter camera. You see some cars still in the pits. I believe that was Dan Klezel's car that was still in there. Nobody else is still in the pits, though. Last lap of the race. Lorne Roth in car number 39 is the leader. Roth has got a fairly large lead over Lewis Kingston, but I don't really think Kingston's worried about that. He's going to vault himself into 7th in the points if he finishes where he is right now. Lorne Roth, I don't think ever expected he would win the Karjala Grand Prix. He said earlier, a couple of years ago, he said, this is the one race that I never think I will ever win. He said, I just don't think I have that kind of ability on road courses. Well, Lorne, I don't want to have to spoil it for you, but guess where you are, and guess how many laps there are to go. He's leading the race by like 5 or 6 seconds. He doesn't even see Lewis Kingston in his rearview mirrors right now. And he's taking it easy, though. That's the smart thing. He's not pushing it. He's got a comfortable enough lead where he can pace it down a little bit so he doesn't make mistakes. Now, he's passed really all the treacherous spots on the course. And they don't really get flat left front tires like they used to in the 80s, so I don't think that last turn will be a problem. Coming around the last turn, on lap 35 of 35, coming around the turn, Lorne Roth in the number 39 Hewlett-Packard SAR Tyrant comes down the front stretch to win the Karjala Grand Prix. I don't believe it. I don't think he does either. Kingston, Peterson, and then Delgado and Ada will make out the top 5. What an unbelievable race, Lance.